Andre, can you believe that we have owned this 2025 Nissan Leaf S now for over 15,000 miles in a year and a half?
No, I cannot believe it because it seems like only yesterday we leased this Leaf.
Yes, and in this video we're going to tell you the top 5 things we love
and the top 5 things we hate about it. Number 5 thing we love is what?
It's how useful it is, Andre. This is one of those Japanese cars that's bigger on the inside than on the outside. It's got a boat ton of room. So here I am, 6'2", sitting in the passenger seat with plenty of headroom, plenty of legroom. But the question is, how will I do when I get behind myself in the second row? And the answer is, not bad, you know, for a small car. Look, plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom. I do have 2 USB ports for all my technology. How about the way back? How much room is in the...
But Roman, there's a big hump right there. So that's one small negative.
Yeah, but there is a cup holder right here, which is one positive.
And the utility in the hatch is also very, very good. And look how roomy this is. This is deep. You have your charger cable. You have your Nissan First Aid Kit. It's all right there.
You know what you don't have, though?
What?
They didn't give us a little cover.
Little tonneau cover?
Yeah, the S doesn't get it.
Okay, but you could also fold these seats, which
80.
makes it really, really useful.
Yeah, 80/20. I mean, this is a very useful little car if you just want to use it as a runaround.
Number 4 love is reliability. Roman, how many times did you change the oil on this engine?
Never.
It doesn't have an engine.
No, it doesn't have an engine. But it's never been in the shop. It's never broken. Nothing has ever failed on it. It's been 100% reliable in over 15,000 miles, which is pretty good. So no oil changes. No. The only thing we've done, actually, Andre, is rotate the tires.
Which is proper, right?
Yeah, which is what you have to do. But if you want a car where you just drive it and go and forget the rest, this may be a good choice for you. You know, Andre, the Japanese like to put their fuel filler on the driver's side. The Germans do it on the passenger side.
Yeah.
The Americans used to do it in the butt. But there's no consensus on where to put the EV charging ports, right? Some Teslas have it in the back. Rivians have it on the side. Some cars have it over here. But I like where Nissan has stuck the charging port. It's right in the nose because when you think about it, it's the easiest thing in the world to just pull up to a charger and plug it in.
No matter which side it is, right?
Yeah.
Just pull up and plug it in. And there's 2 different ports, but we'll talk about the ports later, right?
Yeah, those are a little bit problematic, so we'll leave those for hate.
Yes.
The number 2 thing I like about this car is just super easy to use. If you hate modern cars with tons of screens and no buttons, then this is the antidote. I mean, look at this big old temperature controls, volume control, tuning control, wired Apple CarPlay, plus Nissan, for the low price of just $30,000, gives you a complete safety suite, so blindside monitoring, autonomous emergency braking. Basically, this is a car that even my mom could drive because there's nothing very complicated about it. Okay, there's a little goofy shifter, but after a while you get used to it.
No, but it makes a lot of sense. I mean, some shifters you have to think about, especially the push-button transmissions, right? This little device is actually not too bad.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's kind of fun to kind of fiddle back and forth with it. Like I said, for an electric car, this is one of the easiest to use, but there is just a total plethora of weird sounds, like the reverse sound.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And then there's this sound too.
Why does the car have to remind you the door is open? Don't you know the door is open?
I don't know. It's too much, Nissan, too much. All right, Andre, I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but the number 1 thing I love about the Leaf is the price. So this one with 111 mpge
Yes.
was stickered at $30,035. But
Yes.
guess how much we're paying a month to lease it?
I know this, and I could not believe it when you first told me.
It's $9 a month.
Wait, I think I'm paying like $50 a month for my wireless phone.
What's 24? Because we have a 2-year lease times 9. That's how much we're paying for.
Let me use my. It's about.
Do 10. So
Yeah.
So about $220
for 2 years.
for 2 years. Yeah, that's right.
That's ridiculously low.
For a car that's, you know, easy to use, easy to drive. But it's not all good stuff, Andre.
No, it's not good. Should we start with our hate?
Yeah, and before we do that, let's explain why we're paying $9 a month.
Yes.
Because we're in the state of Colorado, we got the federal $7,500.
This was a year and a half ago.
Yeah, exactly. Tax rebate, I guess, because we leased it, and then Colorado on top of that added more money. I want to say back then it was like $5,000.
Exactly. So it works out for a very favorable lease also.
Yeah, so a lot of the manufacturers dump their electric cars in Colorado. Tommy has a Fiat 500e where he's paying nothing a month, so maybe that is expensive.
Yeah, but here's a question that I want to know an answer to. When we return this lease soon, there's going to be, I think, a flood of these cheap electric cars coming back to roost. So what's going to happen?
They're going to be cheap to buy. So if you want a cheap electric car, these are going to be available. Well, our lease is up in July, so coming up pretty quick. All right, let's get to the things we hate. Andre, number 5 has got to be, it's got to be CHAdeMO.
Okay, so there's 2 ports up here. The one on the right is basically your level 2 or level 1, right? So you can have a low 120 volt or 200 volt system in your house charging this car, which could be useful for you. But CHAdeMO is on the left, and maximum CHAdeMO speed is what, like 50 kilowatts?
50 to 60 kilowatts,
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a road trip car. It's almost impossible to road trip.
Well, it's got a range of, we'll get to range in a sec, but it would be impossible. You would probably drive for, let's say, 2 hours and charge for an hour, give or take.
Yes, it has a 40 kilowatt hour battery, this model. There's also a bigger battery option, but this cheaper one has a 40 kilowatt hour battery. And also CHAdeMO stations are not everywhere, right?
Yeah, they used to be at EA, but now obviously everybody's switching to NACS, the North American Charging Standard, or the Tesla standard. So this car is quickly becoming antiquated. But the upside to that is because it's got a small battery, you could probably charge it up pretty much overnight just using your regular wall current.
At home?
Yeah, without having to use CHAdeMO
without ever paying those high prices at a fast charger, right?
Yeah, but don't road trip it. Please, life will be miserable.
It would be very, very hard.
That's a good-looking car, are words you'll probably never hear driving a Leaf around.
Well, I would give you that it's not the most attractive automobile, but I like the overall hatchback shape of the Nissan Leaf.
Yeah, it's ugly, Andre. Sorry, I just don't think that they did a good job with the design. It kind of started out ugly, and then they tried to make it a little bit more futuristic, a little bit more modern, and it just made it weirdly proportioned. The wheels are too small. There's too many different intersecting lines. Some of them are vertical, some are horizontal, some are roly-poly. It's just kind of a design mess, if you ask me.
I think it's functional, Roman. It's very functional because it's aerodynamic and it's low.
Yeah, I'll give you it's low. Number 3, Andre, is that it's a little on the cheap side.
Well, what do you expect for $9 a month, Roman? Actually, this could be a really good Frisbee.
There's your alloy. I mean, the materials are a little plasticky, and we've had this really annoying creak on the inside. Maybe we'll show it to them when we're driving. In general, it just does not seem like they put a lot of attention to craftsmanship when they built this car.
Once again, good personality, Roman, okay?
Good personality.
Yes. And affordable, Roman, okay? Affordable.
Yeah, $30K is affordable, but still, come on, really? That? All right, I don't like to go here, but I'm going to go here for number 2, Andre, and that is the perception of Leaf drivers.
What is that?
Well, it basically says I can't afford a Tesla.
No, it says you're a frugal individual who really loves spacious interiors and effortless driving.
It says I'm a school librarian that can afford to pay $9 a month and can't road trip and have a car that is questionable in terms of its charging speed, and most importantly, number 1, its range, Andre. You know how realtors like to say the most important thing about real estate is location, location, location?
What's the most important thing about the car?
Range, range, range.
Okay.
What's the range?
149 miles according to the EPA on the smaller battery. We're actually seeing about 155-ish, right?
Yeah, but not today.
Not when it's freezing.
Yeah, you're more like, 120, 130-ish.
Okay, so totally agree. I mean, it's good for a daily commuter, right?
Yeah.
That's its sole job, I think, is really good. But once again, if you want to go into the mountains, explore further, it's range.
You're not going to be able to do it. I mean, if you have a need to drive to work and then drive home and then plug it in overnight and then do it again, rinse, repeat, this is a great car for you at $9 a month. At $150 a month, probably still not a bad car. But at $30,000, 150 miles of range is just not enough. And I think that's why the new Leaf actually has much more range, much faster charging, and it's a much more, let's say,
Sexy
advanced,
machine.
Oh, advanced electric car.
And the sexy machine.
No, there's nothing sexy about
A new Leaf? Come on.
I'm not sure about that either. It is much better looking, though.
Okay.
Guys, let us know in the comments what you think about the Nissan Leaf. Look, for a while there, this was the most popular electric car in the world, as Clarkson would say.
Exactly, because it was one of the earliest electric cars for mass production, and it was one of the most popular.
I mean, 20 years from now, it may be as beloved as the old Volkswagen Beetle.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knows?
Are you ready for this, Roman?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm engaging e-pedal mode. Well, I'm disabling eco mode, so we're gonna go hot, hot, hot. Woo!
It's actually pretty quick, Andre.
Yeah, it's an electric car, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna be slow.
Look, is it engaging to drive? No.
No.
Is it fun to drive? Not really, but it's very easy to drive.
It's a cool runabout.
Yeah, this is a very easy car to live with. Front wheel drive, so not great in the snow, but not horrible in the snow. Very quiet because it's electric. The ride is actually very comfortable.
Yeah.
The e-pedal is easy to engage. It's just a big button. There's also a big button that says eco mode down here,
Yeah.
which is easy to engage. And if you're just looking to go get some groceries or
Go to work.
or take the kids somewhere, this is a very good car to do that in.
Yeah, but what about fit and finish and quality?
Yeah, it's not great.
There's
a lot of hard plastics.
There's a lot of hard plastics. Let me find some.
Go down the dirt road.
Let me find some dirt road here.
Not that you have to go down the dirt road to hear this rattle and squeak, but it's an easy way to
Show it.
kind of demonstrate it. Yeah. So as we get on the dirt road, you guys will hear this annoying rattle. There we go.
Yeah, that could get old. So I think what you have to do, well, first of all, try to get it fixed, or turn up your music,
Or both.
or both.
Do you like driving it? Do you enjoy driving it?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm in love with driving it, but there's nothing wrong with it either. I mean, it's pretty easy. Like, the rattle, Roman.
Yeah. You know where this is built, don't you? It's built in Smyrna. So
Wait, my hometown? No, I'm just kidding.
Smyrna, Mississippi.
No, I'm not from Mississippi.
So all you workers down there, watch out for this rattle because it does get pretty annoying. On the plus side, Mary had this car for a year. This was her daily driver.
And she used to drive towards the ranch quite a lot on dirt roads.
Yeah. So maybe it got a little loosey-goosey
Shaken up.
over the year that she drove it.
But that's why we test cars, right?
Yeah. And this is why we buy cars, because our skin's in the game.
Yeah.
It's our $9 a month. That's 2 Starbucks, dude, or 1.5 nowadays.
1.5.
Yeah. That we're in the game for here.
Yes.
No, all the stuff that we said about how easy it is to live with. That's the part that makes me happy about this car. I just love that in a time when we're transitioning to Teslas with full self-driving, with giant screens, with things like it used to be easy. That rattle is really giving me a lot of trouble speaking.
Yes.
No, we're transitioning to a time where changing the rearview mirrors is done in the screen or on the steering wheel, and it takes forever just to figure out how to get CarPlay going. This, you plug it in, it boots up, you get in, hit the power button, hit drive, and away you go. There's
Very
something
easy.
nice about that.
Very easy.
Yeah. Having said that, I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah.
So we could try to turn it in early. We have another 6 months. So what's 6 times 9?
I think we can afford it.
$49?
Yeah. 54.
54. So
That's like a lunch for 3.
yeah, maybe we can pay him $54 and whatever the return fee is. Let us know how that works if you guys know that out there. We don't usually lease vehicles, and we can give it back to Nissan, and then they could sell it to somebody who wants a well taken care of Rattly Leaf.
A shaking leaf? A shaken leaf?
Yeah, not stirred. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Ciao.